How much is your porn addiction costing you? Have you ever actually asked yourself that question? Now I know you probably log into the free sites. You may be paying for a subscription. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole with you too much here today, but I want to speak some truth to you. And I want to actually ask you some difficult and challenging questions. How much is it costing you? I think a lot of men buy into the lie that because they don't pull out their credit card when they're watching pornography, that there's no cost associated with their behavior, with their acts. But here's a question. If porn is 100% free, then how is the pornography industry a $100+ billion a year industry, generating more revenue than the NFL, NBA, MLB, and NHL combined? A free industry. There's a powerful quote in the movie Social Dilemma that if there is something that you're getting for free in your life, you must understand that you are the product. Social media platforms understood this and began to quickly monetize it early on. Sites like Facebook, Instagram, Meta, TikTok, YouTube. You probably don't pay for these services. Yet these companies are worth hundreds of billions of dollars combined. Some of the largest, most powerful organizations in the world give their services away for free. How does that work? It's because they understand that the most valuable asset to all of us is not our time, but it's our attention. Where is our attention going with our time? Social media figured it out. And the algorithms that know you better than you know yourself know exactly what they need to show you to keep you locked in, to keep you engaged, to keep you on their apps as long as possible. Because every third or fourth scroll on Facebook, every fifth or sixth scroll on Instagram, every 2 to 3 minutes of a YouTube video consumed is a sponsored advertising post, meaning that a company is paying them to get their product, to get their marketing, to get their post or content in front of you. You've all clicked on them in the past, and then you see more and more of them. Advertising is a game, guys. And you may not be aware of it, but when you're consuming pornography, just like your information is being hijacked and distributed on social media platforms, these porn sites are using your information to market, to advertise through other companies and other organizations. $100+ billion a year industry that you're getting for free. So what's that cost to you? How is that time, energy, and attention that you're giving to porn impacting other areas of your life? But more importantly, or maybe not more importantly, but just as important, is we know the supernormal stimulus of pornography, the internet streaming pornography of today, hijacks the male's brain. It spouts out insane levels of dopamine, a chemical that is associated to reward and or pleasure. Well, if you pull the lever of pleasure to give yourself the dopamine without putting any effort in, there's no need to get it from the rewards. And the rewards would be doing things to develop skills in your life, to increase your earning capacity, to bring more value to the marketplace. So while you're paying for pornography with your attention, every time you're looking at it, every time you're consuming it, you're paying with it even more the minute you're done, with the lack of drive, lack of motivation, the lack of wanting to go out and pursue difficult and challenging things. And every single one of you hearing this right now knows exactly what I'm talking about. You never get done watching pornography and then become insanely motivated to go out there and do other things. If anything, once you're done, you don't want to do anything. What's that costing you? What's that costing you today? But more importantly, what's that costing you in the future? Either by your ability to go out there and earn more income, create more value in the marketplace, or develop the skills that are needed to become a higher value man? Are you exactly where you want to be right now? Are you earning the level of income that you want to be earning? Are you bringing value to the marketplace in the way that you know and want to? And if not, why aren't you doing anything about it? Why aren't you going out there day in and day out and putting in the work and developing the skills and making the connections and putting in the grind and learning and challenging yourself? Guys, it's never been easier than it is today to earn multi-six, 7 figures. It's insanely easy. For one, because there's not a lot of competition out there. The average man today is fat, overweight, addicted to pornography, addicted to video games, and has less than $1,000 in the bank. That's the average. So if you're in shape, if you're not addicted to porn, if you're bringing value to the marketplace and serving others and bringing value to others, you're above average man in the top 20, 30, 40%. And all you got to do is continue to work and develop yourself to become even higher value. It's never been easier to win than it is today. But so many of you are losing because you don't recognize the cost that pornography is having on your life. I didn't either for a very long time. Pornography cost me millions of dollars, millions. I was addicted in my early 20s. I got lucky. I had some really incredible opportunities. Started to develop some very important skills: public speaking, leadership, sales, communication, persuasion. By the age of 22, I was making $10,000 to $15,000 a month. And by 24, it was gone because of me. Because I couldn't stop watching porn, drinking, partying, and doing drugs. And what I did do is I developed skills that by my mid-20s, I was then using again. And once again, making $10,000 to $15,000 a month by 26, 27, 28 years old. By 30, I launched my first company. We did $363,000 in our first year. By year 2, we broke $500,000. But by year 3, we were on the decline because I couldn't stop watching porn. Now that company should have easily done $2 to $3 million a year, because prior to starting that company, I worked as the number 2 in an organization that's doing $400,000 a month. But I wasn't able to stay disciplined. I wasn't able to have the structure because I was free. I was on my own, spending 4, 5, 6 hours a day, every single day watching pornography. By the end of year 5, that company was dissolved. It was completely gone. Should have been a multi-7, potentially 8-figure business. Watching porn cost me millions and millions of dollars in my 30s. What's it costing you? And if you recognize that it's costing you, what are you willing to do to reclaim back control of your life? To get free of this addiction so you could step into the world as the man that you're supposed to be. One of the quickest surprises I had in coaching was realizing the impact that our services, coaching, and work was having on the financial lives of men. Every single one of the guys that succeeds in our program begins to increase his financial abundance. And if you're recognizing that porn is holding you back and it's costing you thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars, just like it did to me, then I want to help you. Down there in the show notes, in the description box here on YouTube, we'll put a link to our coaching application page. Our program is not right for everybody. For one, it's hard. We're going to ask you to do some things you've never done before. But if you want to have a life that you've never lived before, you have to be willing to do the things you've never done before. We're going to force you to have difficult conversations. We're going to bring you into a community of support with other men as well. But if you believe an investment in yourself today is the investment that you need to make for the future that you want to have, then I'm going to invite you to fill the application page out and book a call. And I'd love to just have a conversation. Hey, is this a fit? And if it's not, continue to watch our podcast, continue to consume these. But guys, if you want to break through and you want to become the man that you were put on this earth to be, it starts with admitting to yourself that you have to change the things that you are doing starting today. So click the link, fill the application out. But Coach Frank here at the Rebuilt Man, Rebuilt Recovery. If you're getting value out of these episodes, do us a solid and leave us a rating, leave us a review. Subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. But we love you guys. We'll see you in the next one.